Let's make our first grid. So to get started, we're going to click on the red button over here that says Add New Grid. Now, the way that Flipgrid organizes their content is they have these things called topics, and a topic is a question or a prompt that students will respond to. And you can organize several topics together in a grid. So what we're creating now is a place to house all of our topics that we're going to make. And so we can do that by class, we can do that by unit, whatever makes the most sense for us. I'm just going to name this grid Practice Grid. And then I'm going to choose the school email type of grid. And I want you to notice that when we look at the code down here, if you wanted to personalize this grid, you could. It just has to be something that's unique, and it will tell you if that code is available or not. And then we're going to click on Next. Now, because we chose the email option, it's going to automatically know, because of my login, that I'm from Frisco ISD and that my email ended in @friscoisd.org. But notice it says add your student's school email if it's different from yours. Our students are different, so we're going to add @k12.friscoisd.org so that our students can see this too. And I'm just going to hit Enter, and I'm going to click Next. And now we're ready. Now, the only time you should share this information from this share page is if you want to send students to the entire grid, the entire collection of topics. This doesn't send them to one individual topic, it sends them to the whole thing. So just remember that. I'm just going to go to my grid at this point. Now, I want you to notice you can add another teacher here if you'd like, a co-pilot. All right, you can go back to your sharing settings if you need them by clicking on the little blue rocket ship, or you can click on the pencil over here and edit your grid, and notice all of this stuff that I just chose is up here at the top. But I've got some more features too. I can choose to hide the grid. I can choose how often I want to be notified when students post responses. I can allow them to download or share that video, or I can turn that feature off. I can even add closed captioning, which is really good for accessibility. And finally, I can add a picture to be the identifier on my grid. So I can choose whatever picture that I want from the ones that they have, or I can upload my own and they have the dimensions here if you wanted to make your own, like in Canva or something. And now that I've made all those changes, I'm just going to click on Update Grid, and I am ready to start adding topics.